It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Steps away. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
They'll run with Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
To number 81.
From 8 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Mahomes now on 1st down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
Is that it?
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he is into the end end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Darius Shepherd on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Bandit. Bandit.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
35-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Mahomes now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Play action. Now Wentz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And an Eagles first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Tavon Young in on the tackle. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get him done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
27-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This is the tight end Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
43-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We're able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Catch number 44 of on the year. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Here's West. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
57 to Mike. Mike 57.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a play fake. Wentz rolling to his right. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
An 8-yard.
Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
27.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing is Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Mahomes. He's got his tight end Fant. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You've got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are cooking right now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Darius Slay. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 44-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On first down, it's Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Go. Waiting. Fresno.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Eagle ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun.
The handoff.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Harrison Butker on for the point.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
Miles Sanders.
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Attack!
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Push him back. Push him back.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Wentz. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Here we go. Waiting. 2 times. 4 down.
To throw, it's Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Switch.
Wentz. That's complete to Hightower.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Single slot. I'm on you, 1-8.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Elliott good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
On the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it with West. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he comes back with one complete. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Wentz with a throw that's caught by Reagor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Wentz again. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.